Hi and welcome to Shorts in Psychology. In this video, we'll have a brief look at the structure of attitudes using the ABC model, also referred to as the tripartite model. But let's start by defining what an attitude is. Attitudes are embedded in social life. Our attitudes influence our reaction to and interpretation of the information we encounter. Attitudes are ideas that we hold about ourselves, others, objects, and experiences. They are mental processes and involve reactions which can be positive, negative, or ambivalent. An ambivalent attitude is one where the negative and positive evaluations are equally as strong. For example, I really like running, but I hate getting up early in the morning to do it, is an example of an ambivalent attitude. Many people like to distinguish between attitudes, beliefs, which are our estimate of the probability that something is true, and values, our lasting beliefs about important life goals. However, these often support our attitude. The ABC model, known as the tripartite model, breaks attitudes down to their three components and shows how these various components of an attitude are related. According to this model, attitude is structured into three components: affect, behavior, and cognition. The affective component of an attitude refers to the emotional reactions or feelings an individual has towards an object, person, group, event, or issue. For example, I love puppies. The cognitive component involves our thoughts and ideas about the attitude object and often look like opinions or facts that we hold. And thirdly, the behavioural component of an attitude refers to our actions that we do in response to our thoughts and feelings of the attitude object. It is important to point out here that not all attitudes contain all three components. For example, you might only have thoughts and feelings about puppies, but may not have any actions connected to it. There can also be inconsistencies between the different components, particularly between behavioural and the affective and cognitive components. For more information about the link between attitudes and behaviour, check out my video on the bidirectional relationship between attitudes and behaviour, which is linked in the comments below. Let's now apply the ABC model to an example. So I'm a big tea drinker and love many different varieties of tea. The affective component of my positive attitude towards tea is that I love tea. It makes me feel calm and relaxed. The behavioural or action component of my attitude is that I drink a lot of tea. I always have a cup of tea first thing in the morning and as soon as I get home from work, with multiple other cups outside of these times as well. The cognitive component of my attitude includes beliefs such as that tea has many health benefits, both physically and psychologically. Time to practice applying the ABC model to an unfamiliar scenario. Pause the video while you read and attempt this question. The question asks you to describe one model, as there are other models of attitude structure out there. However, we of course are going to use the ABC model. With these sorts of questions, it is important to ensure that you both describe the model and apply it to the scenario. Therefore, when you look at the mark allocation, bear in mind that half of this is for your description of the theory, in this case the ABC model, and the other half of the mark allocation is for its application to the scenario. Therefore, start by defining the affective component and then link it to Jared. Jared loves to eat sweet food. Do the same thing with the other two components. For example, the behavioural component refers to actions we do in response to our thoughts and feelings of the attitude object. Jared eats a lot of chocolate. The cognitive component involves our thoughts and ideas about the attitude object. In this case, Jared believes that chocolate has health benefits. And that's the ABC model of attitude structure in a nutshell. Thanks for joining me for another Shorts in Psychology, and I'll see you next time.